Springs, Utah. If you or someone you love is suffering from depression, anxiety, or mental illness, there is hope.
And here to share those options in this sponsored interview is James Gilland from Zion Healing Center in Salt Lake City. And it is so good to have you here today. Thanks for joining us. I love what you are talking about today with brain health and how it relates to anxiety and mental depression. So let's talk about the problem that we're seeing here, especially in the Salt Lake City area.
The problem is just not getting better. And I mean, our country, the United States, is doing poorly. But in Utah, we're not doing much better than any state. I mean, I'm showing the thing I found on your news website was showing Utah is #1 in mental illness with almost 29% of people.
Which we don't like that statistic here in our state.
We don't.
The old way of treating it is what?
The old way is kind of like this idea that we're a chemistry set, right? And we have a chemical imbalance of some type, right? So we talk about serotonin a lot of times for depression. That's the chemical. But there was a study in 2022 that no one's talking about. The University of College London did a meta-analysis, and they found that there still remains no clear evidence that serotonin is even linked with depression.
So a lot of doctors will prescribe medication or therapy, which can work, absolutely, but a lot of the times it doesn't work because it may not necessarily be that chemical imbalance in the brain.
Yeah, and I would say most of the time it doesn't work. In fact, there was the largest and longest independent study ever done on depression medication was the STAR-D trials, and those showed that if you're lucky enough to get results on your first attempt at medication, you're probably not going to get results going back the second, third, and fourth time, as it shows here. Your chances actually go down each time that you're taking more medications, adding medications, or augmenting. Your chances go down. So I was shocked. I don't know why we're still treating people this way.
So Jimmy, at Zion Healing Center, you do something different. You call it the 3-step NeuroLife process.
Yeah, we want to work on the root cause of the brain. The thing is, the brain is made up of all these little brain cells. They have networks that connect with each other, and they send these electrical signals, messages to each other, and these messages are converted into chemical signals like these neurotransmitters. So that's kind of an afterthought when you're dealing with the chemicals. You need to deal with the root cause, which is an inactive brain or an imbalance in the brain's electrical activity. So you can see we do brain scans. I mean, the step one, the way we take care of this problem is to first look at the brain and see what's going on with it. You know, and then we gather all the information. Depending on what your goals are and what you need, we're able to go to step 2, which is where we make a customized care plan and execute the treatments. So we've got some breakthrough technology that we use depending on what you need, which is different for everybody. Everyone's got a different brain. So that's how we start out, is creating a customized plan. And then step 3 is, as you're going through treatment, we're making changes in the brain. We're able to energize and restore function. And so you deal with the root cause, and then those chemicals will take care of themselves, because it starts with these little electrical impulses of frequency in the brain.
So the first step is that neural mapping, so that you can see what's going on in the brain, and then that neural conditioning, where you're just getting it back to its normal brain health. And then step 3, that optimization, is sort of the superpower of the brain, right?
Yeah. And after several weeks, you don't need to keep doing the treatments, and the changes that you made in the brain will continue without the use of medical equipment.
How long does that typically take?
Usually 6 weeks. 6 weeks is average, sometimes up to 8 weeks. Yeah, a few weeks, a couple of months.
And is it permanent, or do you need to keep coming back?
This does not involve more medications or therapy. And no, these results have been tested even 10 years out, showing that the changes were permanent.
And Jimmy, this treats what? Depression,
anxiety. But yeah, ADHD. I mean, those are the most common things. Anxiety, but insomnia. I mean, autism. We're getting awesome results for autistic children, even with some of the TMS treatments.
Oh my gosh, this is life-altering, isn't it?
Anything when the brain is not functioning, you can have a whole host of problems, all kinds of mental illness. So, but yeah, it's indicated for depression especially, and anxiety.
What are clients telling you about the results?
They're telling us thank you for not medicating them more. They're actually able to reduce medications a lot of times, and they're getting back to their life. So, you know, they're able to start thinking with a healthy mind, which leads you to make healthy decisions, and that gains confidence for you in your life. So as you start this upward trajectory, it's just awesome to watch people transform.
So you're offering free consultations. You can also book for a neurofeedback session and also a brain scan. So lots of different things that you can do at the center. And you can just go to our website as well to get all of the information to book that at the Zion Healing Center here in Salt Lake City.
ZionHealingSLC.com is the website, and they're on social media, abc4.com/GTU for more. Jimmy, thank you, and thanks to Zion Healing Center SLC for this sponsored interview.